Okay, folks, buckle up, because today we are diving headfirst into the thrilling world of gambling.
Ooh, yeah. Should be interesting.
You guys sent in a ton of questions, articles, even some research papers this time around.
It's a treasure trove. Love it.
So let's see what we can unearth together, right?
Let's spin the wheel and see where it lands.
All right. So one thing that jumped out from what you all sent over that question of, like, why gamble in the first place? What is it about this that's so universally, well, intriguing?
Yeah, the allure of the unknown, right?
All right, like, is it all just about winning big?
I mean, that's definitely part of it, but there's more at play here, psychologically speaking. I'm sure we've all felt that rush when you're this close to winning,
Oh, totally.
like on the edge of your seat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, turns out that near miss, whether it's at the slot machine or almost scratching off that winning lottery number, it's not just by chance. Well, I mean, it is chance,
Yeah.
but these games are actually designed with that in mind.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah, they play with our brain chemistry.
Oh, so.
See, when we get close to winning, our brains release dopamine. It's that feel-good chemical.
Uh-huh.
And that little surge keeps us coming back for more.
So it's like our brain saying, just one more time, just one more time.
Exactly. It's that anticipation, the uncertainty that really gets us going.
Wow. That's fascinating. But that kind of makes me think about something else you mentioned. What was it? Oh, yeah. The house always wins.
Ah, yes, the house advantage.
Is that why they design it like that?
Right. In a way, yeah. It ensures that over time, they're going to make a profit. Think about roulette for a second. You've got red, you've got black. Seems like a 50-50 shot, right?
Okay.
But there's that pesky little green zero.
Oh, yeah, the zero.
And sometimes even a double zero on those wheels. That's the house advantage sneaking in. It tilts the odds ever so slightly in their favor.
Sneaky. I never thought of it that way. So it's like they're playing the long game.
Exactly. And it applies to pretty much every game in the casino, from slots to blackjack. They're designed for entertainment, sure, but also to ensure the house comes out on top.
It's a good point, to remember that while it's fun to fantasize about winning big, there's a whole other side to it, too.
Absolutely. And, it's not all doom and gloom either.
Right. Like, we got to talk about the economic side, too. Some of the stuff you sent, there were arguments for casinos being good for local communities.
Right. Job creation, tourism revenue, those are big ones.
Yeah, like, I think you even gave an example of, what was it?
It was mention a specific example or detail from listener's source about a region benefiting from casinos.
Right, exactly. See, folks, this is why we love hearing from you. But I also saw some people brought up that whole malfunction voids payout thing.
Ah, yes, the fine print strikes again, which is why regulation is key, right?
Yeah, I got to make sure things are on the up and up.
Absolutely. Responsible gambling, folks, it's more than just a slogan.
Speaking of, is that even possible, though? Responsible gambling. Especially now with, like, online betting and all that.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get caught up when it's just a click away, 24/7.
Exactly.
But I think at its core, responsible gambling is about giving people the tools to manage their own relationship with it.
Okay, what kind of tools are we talking here?
Setting limits is a big one, both on how much you're spending and how long you're playing for.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It's also about recognizing the warning signs. If it's no longer fun, if it's causing stress, those are red flags. You actually flagged a resource in your research that I thought was spot on. It's called Mention the Name of the Resource.
I think I saw that one, too. Definitely worth checking out, listeners.
It's all about harm reduction, right? Like
Yeah.
any form of entertainment, there can be risks. But if we equip ourselves with knowledge and resources, it can make a world of difference.
That is such an important point. Okay, got to ask this because you had a whole section on it. Lotteries versus casinos. Is one, like, better or worse when it comes to, like, responsible gambling?
They both operate on chance, but the way they're structured can definitely influence our behavior.
How so?
Lotteries, they often have these crazy low odds of winning, right? But
Yeah.
you might only buy a ticket every now and then.
True, true.
Casinos, on the other hand, well, they're designed to be fast-paced, with lots of lights and sounds.
3 drinks.
Right. All those things encourage more frequent betting, make it harder to walk away.
So it's not like one's the devil and the other's an angel. It's more about being aware how they work,
Exactly. Each has its own set of risks and all that.
which is kind of a good metaphor for gambling itself, yeah.
Yeah.
It's this weird mix of chance and, well, I don't know. What is it about those what-if moments that get us so hooked? What does that say about us?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If gambling appeals to our desire for control in the face of uncertainty, then maybe it makes us think, like, what does that say about how we deal with the unpredictable in other parts of our lives?
Whoa, that's deep. That's something for all of us to chew on, right? This deep dive, it's been quite the roller coaster ride.
From dopamine highs to economic impacts, who knew gambling could be so multi-layered?
I know, right? And a huge thank you to all our listeners for sending in such thought-provoking material.
Keep those brains buzzing, and we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.